Brooke, I was stupid and impatient, and now I'm filled with remorse. Do you believe me?
That's part of the problem. I always believe you. Every time you make a promise to me, I always think that you mean it.
I've made a lot of mistakes in my life. But I have loved you since the first time you ever kissed me. I've never stopped.
Wait a minute. I first kissed you?
We kissed each other.
I didn't kiss you first, all right? I never start things, Adam. You are the one who started this.
Fine. You want to give me the credit? I will take it gladly and proudly. You made my life deeper and richer. You taught me love. Real love. And I keep screwing it up. Please don't agree with me. Just tell me that you love me in spite of my flaws.
I love you in spite of your flaws. Ending our relationship was not my choice. It was yours.
My damn pride. It trips me up more than anything.
Oh, more than your greed? More than the firm conviction that you are the center of the universe?
Guilty as charged.
You know what you said to me, Adam? You said, marry me or else. All or nothing.
Take it back. I swear I will accept with good grace whatever you give me. I will eat humble pie. I'll wear a hair shirt. I'll fall down on my knees and scramble across broken glass if only you'll tell me that we can forget this ever happened.
What about promising to spend the rest of your life making it up to me?
That too. Unconditional surrender. Whatever you want. No strings. However you want it, that's the way it'll be. Why are you smiling? No, never mind. Don't answer. I know that I've said all these things before, but I mean it this time. I swear. I swear I'll control myself. If you say to me, Adam, I can't have dinner with you tonight because I have to work, I will say, darling, you go right ahead. You work well. You make it shine. And I'll call you later when you have more time. On my word of honor. Brooke, I've never meant anything more in my life. Just tell me that there's nothing standing in the way of us getting back together. Well, is there? You've already told me you love me. It's just a simple step to forgive and forget.
Simple.
Look me in the eye. Look in my eyes. These eyes have never been able to lie to you and get away with it. I love you. I need you. Name your terms.
Why couldn't you have said all this to me before?
Actually, I have said this to you many times before. The problem is I keep forgetting it, but now it is engraved permanently. And the next time that I forget and think I own you, then I'll remember that I don't, that you're your own woman, you're independent, who chooses, maybe chooses, to be with only me.
I do love you.
One more chance, Brooke.
You are so...
There's one more chance to prove that we can do it.
I should have my head examined.
You forgive me?
Yes.
Yes!
All right.
Are we back? Hey, look at me. Are we back together?
It's on my terms.
Your terms, any terms. I'm going to make you happier than ever before in your entire life. I swear I will.
I never wanted you out of my life. I have loved you too much and too long to ever have that happen. I just couldn't let you take control of my life. And I'm never going to let that happen again. Do you understand me?
Yes, absolutely.
Never.
Positively. I swear I will never mention the word marriage. I won't even whisper it in your ear when we're making love. And I promise I will respect your need for self-rule, for self-sovereignty. whatever feminist principle that you live by, I will back you all the way. I swear to God.
I hope you have lightning insurance.
I love every independent inch of you. I always will. Say you love me.
I love you. No.
No, why not?
Because it's broad daylight. Come on, I have a million things to do. I haven't even unpacked yet. What's so funny?
Nothing, not a darn thing. Can I call you later when the sun is a little closer to the yard arm?
You may.
You're going to change your mind.
You have my word.
Your word is good enough for me. I'll call you later.
Okay. Adam? Thank you.
Every word I said came from you.
I know.
Later.
On my terms, huh? Here. Won't you come in?
Thanks.
Is everything okay?
Sure. Yeah, I probably should have called before I came by. I was at the gallery and, just driving by. Drove up your Aunt Phoebe's pasture and came in the back way. Boy, if we have another warming spell, the plum trees are going to be blooming soon.
Would you like some coffee or soda or...
No, thank you. I saw Adam's car.
Yeah, he left.
Yeah, that's why I waited.
Are you sure you don't want some coffee?
You know, I want to, I don't know, talk about what happened the other night. I mean, we never really got to talk about it.
No. I think we sort of stepped around it.
Yeah.
So now we should discuss it.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No. Ladies first.
What's that, like women and children into the lifeboats first?
Yeah, sort of. But you're a better conversationalist, so...
Well, look what happened the other night. I don't think we planned for it to happen. And I don't think that it was anticipated. At least I know I didn't anticipate it. It was memorable. It was wonderful.
Is that like never, having been somewhere before, but you always thought of? Kind of like a dream?
It was very special.
Yeah, I didn't think I could be, or feel like that.
I know. What do you mean?
What a beautiful winter day it is out there. It's bracing. Stuart, how are you? Is this a friendly visitor or am I in the doghouse? I haven't seen you this happy since before you and Brooke broke up. We're back together. As of right now. She forgives me. All is well.
You took my advice?
That's right. I went to her. I told her I was wrong. I apologized, threw myself on her mercy. She missed me as much as I missed her.
And she forgives you?
She loves only me.
Are you sure you're not going to try to buy her or own her or try to tell her what to do with...
Never again.
And she believes you?
Yes, she does.
That's the best news I've heard in weeks, Adam.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you. And glad you won't be needing this message.
What message?
From your private investigator. About Mr. Riley, Mr. Pierce Riley.
It was a beautiful night. But we're back here now, and we have responsibilities and obligations.
Like Adam.
Yes.
And Janet.
Yes. You're not going to say anything to her, are you?
You're not going to say anything to Adam, are you?
No. What happened was between the two of us. We didn't mean for it to happen. We didn't want to hurt anybody. Can it be just between the two of us? Thank you. Listen, I want you to know that I didn't take it lightly.
I know.
I mean, I'm not that kind of a person.
It's okay. I still respect you.
Also, I want you to know that even though it surprised me, I don't regret it.
I don't either. Brooke, you're a beautiful, loving woman. And I'll always consider myself a very lucky guy for that one night.
And if you respect Brooke, you'll leave this alone and not call that guy back.
You made your point, Stuart.
She'll be proud of you.
Thanks for stopping by.
I'll be proud of you, too.
Goodbye, Stuart.
This is good advice, Adam. Remember it.
It took a lot of courage to come over here and clear the air. Thank you, Pierce.
Well, we understand each other.
We do.
I'll never, ever forget it.
I won't either.
And if you should ever need anything,
You too. Goodbye, Pierce.
bye.
Okay. Tad will start off by reviewing the issue, and then we'll go into an open forum.
Cool, free-for-all, huh?
No. We'll take some phone calls and answer some audience questions, and then, you know, let Michael interact with his supporters.
Yeah, and the local lynch mob out there.
Look, I got a couple things I got to check on. If you need anything, just give me a yell, okay?
Thanks, Rudy.
Good luck.
All right.
You nervous?
A little bit.
Don't look at it.
Yeah, well, I've been practicing all morning. And look, if I don't stop the insanity, who's gonna, right?
Good luck, Mr. D.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, we're all behind you.
Yeah, what's that riff about, strength in numbers?
Thanks, you guys. It means a lot to me, really.
This is a fantastic show.
Yeah, well, just do me a favor. This thing blows up. You sweep up what's ever left over and ship me home.
This is going to be your finest hour. Just give it your all.
Yeah, well, recently my all was rated a big fat 0 on the sensitivity meter.
Not around here. Boy, oh boy, do people have opinions about Michael Delaney.
Yeah, whatever people do in the privacy of their own home is their business.
Except when it's paraded in front of a classroom, and then it's everybody's business. This town is charged.
How's the audience?
The perfect mix.
Wait, this is just as much your show as it is Delaney's, okay? Just remember, when Tad invites the audience to participate, you just blast back.
Yeah, I got something to say.
Couple of him up there with those kids all around him, okay?
Hey, the fat man.
He's designed to be stopped before he puts the move on every boy in school.
We'll show Delaney. It's hands off our kids or else.
Right, yeah, big deal.
Look, guys, I don't know how this whole thing's going to turn out, so if you guys want to bolt...
Hey, we're staying. Forget it.
Besides, we can ask questions, you know.
Yeah, I mean, we'll just tell them how it really was in class.
Well, if you do that, they're going to think that I brainwashed you.
Who cares? Look, nobody's going anywhere. They didn't just mess with your life. They messed with all of us. We're stuck with the dweeb from hell.
This stupid subsidy.
Hey, come on now. Guy's a guy's doing the best job he can.
Yeah, whatever.
Leave. Oh, what? I'm sure you missed mopping up all that historical facts that I was giving you guys before.
Yeah, we do. Just come back to class. It stinks without you.
So is it too late to join the fan club?
Hey, I can't believe you made it down here.
Where else would I be? Oh, by the way, Myrtle called from California. She said to wish you a lot of luck.
Boy, we could use her here. She'd smack some sense into these wahoos.
Yeah, we just have to do the smacking in her place.
That's right.
We're going to smack somebody?
Hey.
Okay, I'm ready.
My fan club keeps getting bigger and bigger by the second.
I'm unofficial president.
Well, thanks for coming down. It's good to have family here.
If Noah Kiefer's verdict gets in on time, Trevor will be here, too.
Oh, hey.
What?
Are you okay with all this?
With the television show?
Yeah.
I'm really sorry it's necessary, but, you know, the school board started this. They're going to find out they shouldn't mess with a Delaney.
This could get real ugly, sis.
Closed little minds don't scare me. There are a lot of decent people who are with us. My brother gets justice, or else.
I love you.
Yeah, Delaney should have been kicked out of the service.
Right.
But now he hides behind his medals and he uses his military record to impress the young guy.
Yeah, I know how he impresses them, too.
Got a sec? Kevin, I thought I told you not to come around here today.
Well, this affects me as much as anyone else. I mean, what are they doing here?
It's still a free country.
Tell that to Mr. D.
Okay, Kev, you know what? Pack it up and go home.
No. I got as much right to be here as they do.
So, when do we get on?
Soon. Listen, I want you guys to come up with some really tough questions, okay? Now, that guy's coming from a sick place. He's only teaching because it gets him right in there with the kids.
Not anymore.
Then get in his face and cut through his saint act. He doesn't care about teaching. He's got one agenda, and we're here to blow it wide open.
I want him out of that school.
Yeah.
Why stop there?
The kid's right. Throw the queer out of town. Queer's right.
Please don't do this.
What? What's the big deal?
Look, just trust me. I've seen what they do here. Going on the cutting edge could just be a disaster.
Dixie, this is a chance for me to get the public behind me.
I understand that, but what do you think? They're going to let you control what happens here?
Now, Tad's not going to try and ambush me. Come on.
Don't be so sure. Did you watch yesterday's show?
No.
My husband thought it was responsible television to air a home video of a brutal shooting of a 14-year-old boy. Junior and Jamie were glued to the set.
You're kidding me.
Don't let them exploit you like that.
Now, look, I think Tad's going to try and use restraint. All right? Seriously.
Don't be so sure. I mean, the more volatile it gets around here, the more they like it.
Look, I don't want to be part of a circus, but I'm doing this because I want to educate people.
It's not going to happen here. That's what I'm saying. This place is a numbers game. They'll use you any way that they can.
They're not going to use me, and I can't back out now.
Of course you can. Look, you can go to the media. Just go somewhere else. Newspapers, other TV shows. Just don't go on the cutting edge.
How dare you try to sabotage my show?
You seem to have cornered the market on self-righteous indignation.
Listen, Dixie has a right to her own opinion.
At least your latest tirade was relatively in private. This place is packed.
No, what, are you afraid they'll get wise to you?
I'm afraid you were going to embarrass your husband.
How kind of you to be concerned.
You know, Dixie, if you don't like what's on this show, you don't have to watch. But the minute you start tampering with my guests, I will have you personally escorted out of here.
Oh, really? Well, why don't you go ahead? Just make sure the cameras are rolling. I wouldn't mind a little publicity myself. The more people who know what kind of garbage you put on the air, the better.
Are you trying to hurt Tad?
No, I think I'm trying to shock him back into his senses.
Well, then maybe you could do this privately, discreetly. After all, we simply put food on your table.
Don't remind me.
All right, listen to me. I can make up my own mind. Thank you very much.
Well, excellent. Tad is behind you 100%. I'm very proud of what we're doing here. And he will be fair, and he will do a terrific job.
Look, I'm proud of who Tad is, not what he does.
The unemployment line is filled for the really great guys who couldn't cut it in another career. You know, it's too bad. You couldn't give him half the support you would complete strangers.
Thank you, Liza. I couldn't put it better myself.
The next time you want to keep my career morality stick, why don't you do it at home? Save us both the embarrassment.
I'm not here to...
Running me down in front of my coworkers does not exactly leave me with a warm fuzzy.
I'm worried about Michael.
Michael, what about me, Dixie? What about Alan, for the man you married?
After the way you acted yesterday, I figured you could take care of yourself. I'm here because I'm worried about Michael and his case.
Michael is a grown man. He made his decision. Nobody put a gun to his head. Mike? Speaking for the show, I just want you to know we'll give you a fair chance to tell your story.
So would the newspapers.
Yes, it'll be stuffed somewhere between the travel and classified section.
They won't use you.
Ratings aren't a dirty word.
The more people who watch, the better for Michael and the people he reach.
Oh, now you're making guarantees.
We're not the Bonnie and Clyde of network television. We work very hard to present a balanced view.
And listen to me, Dixie. The reason that I'm doing this, okay, is I want people to hear my story in my own words in front of millions of people. I want people to see that I'm a regular guy. I lead a simple, normal life. I just happen to be gay. Maybe people will be a lot less threatened by that.
And if you turn into the freak of the day, so be it.
Fine. Hate us, hate the show. But Mike has made his decision, so leave it alone.
Okay, folks, it's almost showtime. Remember, don't talk over each other. Keep it strong but simple. Okay?
Are you ready?
They're primed and ready.
Great, I want them at a fever pitch come showtime. I'm counting on you.
It's under control.
No. I want it out of...
Okay, remember, it's perverts like Delaney that gave AIDS household words. They get it, they spread it, they don't care who pays the price. Do you want them teaching your kids? Do you want them teaching? I don't want them teaching me. You want them putting his sick hands all over your kids.
Jason.
What are you doing? Kevin, I am doing my job.
But none of that crud is true. Michael Delaney is a man. The best.
Kevin, I thought I told you to go home and let me do my job.
Fine, do your stupid job. This is my life.
Michael, I hope it works out for you. I really do.
Dixie,
I just can't help but have a bad feeling about it.
it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. I can handle a little bit of TV fame.
Well, we all have a lot of work to do. So, if you're finished insulting me and my show, I'd like you to leave.
Why is some fag's problem such a big deal to you?
It just is, okay?
No, it is not okay. I warned you about hanging out with that jerk.
I look up to Mr. Delaney.
I don't want to hear this.
Jason, I tried to tell you.
No, we will talk about this at home.
No! We have to talk about this now.
Kevin, you don't know what you're talking about. Look, Delaney has got you all confused.
No, I'm not confused anymore. I know who I am.
Kevin, there is nothing wrong with you.
That's right. There's nothing wrong with me. It's just who I am. And that's why when you trash Mr. D, you're trashing me too, Jason. I tried to tell you, but I was too scared. You've got to stop. I'm gay. I'm gay.
Are you serious about wanting me to leave?
This show doesn't need any disruption.
Who are you kidding? It thrives on disruptions. The more sensational, the better.
We will have a reasonable discourse.
Oh, really? And what planet will you be beaming
not
in from?
helping.
I'm here for Michael, and I'm going to stay for Michael unless you get a couple of bouncers to throw me out.
Let's not be totally ridiculous.
Well, let's not forget all sense of decency. Michael is our friend, and I'm not going to let you throw him to that mob.
If you actually think that I would do that, well, fine, forget it. I've got things to take care of.
Jason,
This Delaney has got you all confused.
No, I'm not confused anymore. I know who I am.
Kevin, there is nothing wrong with you.
That's right. There's nothing wrong with me. It's just who I am, and that's why when you trash Mr. D, you're trashing me too. I was too scared to say anything. You gotta stop. I'm gay. I'm gay.
No! No way. No, just because somebody put the moves on you and maybe you didn't know what to say or do, I mean, that doesn't make you what they are.
That's not the way it is.
Yeah, it is. Delaney put the moves on you, didn't he?
No, Delaney was my teacher.
He taught you all right. Damn him.
No, Delaney has nothing to do with this, Jason.
The hell he doesn't. Nailed it.
But you think you couldn't possibly get that, and you want to protect Mateo.
Isn't that what I just said?
No. You said maybe you weren't ready. Maybe you were incapable of this. Maybe you didn't deserve this. Maybe you might really hurt Mateo. You said just about everything except what's really in your heart.
Which is?
That you love him and you think he's perfect for you and you're terrified you'll blow it.
He really is the greatest guy.
So, take a deep breath and try.
It's too late.
This is not a train you have to catch. He's not being shipped off to war.
Yeah, but I've said no so many times.
So there's such a thing as a second chance, and a third, and a fourth, and a fifth. Look at me.
I don't know.
Haley. Life is short. I think it's too short not to tell people you love that you love them. I missed out on a lot of years with Michael because I was dishonest about who I was and where I was. Mateo is right here, and he's crazy about you. And what have you got to lose except gray skin from being in an office day and night?
I thought you said I looked fabulous.
And you do. You better share it with somebody.
I'll think about it.
Okay.
You listen to me. This has nothing to do with Michael Delaney.
Don't try to protect him.
Look, I am not trying to protect the guy. I have been this way since, like, the 5th grade.
Okay, but that does not mean you're gay, all right? I know that you were a jock since the day you were born. You dated girls. I mean, Delaney did this to you.
No, he didn't. He doesn't even know. Nobody does. Jason, you're the first person I have told.
Jason, could you please cool down?
Cool down?
You're not going to go anywhere near Delaney.
That degenerate corrupted my brother.
Jason.
I'll smash his face
You
in.
will do no such thing, Kevin. Would you just give us a moment, please? All right, Sheffield, I want you to listen to me, and I want you to listen good. If you come within 2 feet of our guest, you're fired.
You can't fire me.
I can fire you, I can get you out of WRCW, and I can put you in jail. So you just get a hold of yourself.
Well, I don't know if I can.
Well, then you will try. If you're experiencing a little anger, use it.
What?
Pump up your fellow homophobes. Make this show as explosive as what's going on right in there. Now do it.
Hey, tense situation?
You have no idea.
Listen, there's a meeting tonight at the hospital. If you need it.
You're beautiful. What's wrong?
Doesn't look like nothing.
It's those people. You know, I just heard something.
Don't tell me RuPaul's making a return appearance.
You look pretty shook, Anita.
Oh, yes. Did you hear something about the Noah thing, or what is it, Mr. D?
No. It's Kevin.
Oh, man, what are they going to do? They're going to kick him off the track team?
No, it's nothing like that. I just...
So, what is it? I mean, we're talking about good old Kev. I mean, what's the big deal?
He said he was gay.
Oh, boy, in the blue plaid shirt. See him?
Yeah, it's, Jason's younger brother.
Yeah. Listen, when you get to the audience questions, ask him how he feels about all this.
Why him?
Just do it. What do you want?
I'd delete the snarl if I were you.
I'm in the middle of a volcano here, Adam.
Better produce ratings.
It will.
But will the station remain standing?
We're into responsible broadcasting here.
But there better not be any problems, Miss Colby, because demographics say we're losing.
We're making dynamite television, Adam.
Dynamite can leave no survivors.
I understand the bottom line. If I don't pull in the ratings, then I will go elsewhere.
Good, we understand each other.
Yes, we do.
If this show today doesn't pull gangbuster ratings, you and the show are canceled.
Well, stay tuned, Adam, because today's Cutting Edge, it's going to blow the ratings sky high. You're going to bring this one in, Tad. I know it.
Yeah. If I don't start World War III first.
You're not going to back off just because the guest is your wife's best friend.
Look, Liza, we both know why we're here, but Michael deserves just as much respect as anybody else in the show.
Of course.
I'll do a good job, okay? I'll do my job, but don't expect me to go for his throat.
Adam issued us a very interesting ultimatum. We either bring in the ratings or we stand on the unemployment line.
Just like Adam, nothing like a total confidence as a pre-show warm-up.
I told him we were going to fly on this, so I would appreciate it if you could get over your wife.
Meaning?
Meaning that she's going to try to psych you out. She wants you to treat your friend well.
Let's get one thing straight, okay? My wife doesn't tell me how to do my job.
Maybe not. But she's made it very clear that she doesn't want you doing this at all.
Don't exaggerate.
I really wish that she knew how important this is and how fantastic you are at doing it.
Talk about Dixie, okay? What the hell are these doing here?
Oh, the violence slash gun control show. I meant to take care of it. I got tangled up in work.
So you just left him in my office?
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I meant to take care of it. I got swamped.
What would have happened if one of my kids came in here, started playing, and opened the drawer?
No, back off. I said I was sorry.
Fine, whatever. Just get rid of him. Bury him. Lock him up. I just don't want him lying around the office.
Okay, don't give it a second thought. Just concentrate on the show.
It's kind of hard with my office doubling as an armor.
All right, go to makeup, please. I'll take care of it. Shoo.
Liza, we got a situation out here.
Rudy, will you handle it for me, please?
Well, fine, I'll call security.
Whoa. What's happening?
Well, the anti-gay element is pretty worked up.
Really? Well, we want energy, passion.
Passion? No. They're out of control, and I think something should be done before they go out. Something happens.
Front and center. I want them seated front and center.
Front and center, Liza.
All right. I'll handle it. Unbelievable.
Put down, folks. We can't hear the stage directions, okay?
Hi. How's it going, Michael?
Okay.
Oh, don't let him fool you. He's got nerves of steel. Don't you worry about him.
You know, our panel could use a little more balance. How would you feel about being an on-air guest?
Oh, I'm not really very good at that kind of thing.
Oh, yeah, but you're his sister, and you're an informed citizen. I'm sure that Michael would feel very supported by having you there.
Well, look, you don't have to do that if you don't want to.
No, if you think I want to.
Well, that's great. That's great.
Hey.
Hi, Andy, what are you doing here?
I'm sorry, Mrs. Dillon. My mom took a fall and twisted her ankle and she needs me at home.
Go on home. I'll take care of it. Thanks.
Well, I guess there goes our panel.
No, I'll call my son. I'll call Tim. He can take care of her. He should be able to be here by showtime.
Well, you're my kind of problem solver. I'll tell you what, I'll find you a place where you can call and you can wait for your son.
Okay. Come on, Amanda.
can find Liza Colby?
In a way, it's a relief having this out in the open, but Jason, he's a freak.
Well, he'll just have to get over it.
You don't know Jason. He's intense. I mean, that's one of the reasons I waited this long to say anything.
This Kevin thing is surreal.
Yeah, well, it shouldn't make a difference to any of us. I just want to tell you guys, I think it's great that you're here to support Mr. D.
Actually, I don't think it was such a good idea.
Why do you say that?
Well, it seems Kevin's gone off the deep end. Now he's saying he's gay, too.
Look, if they want to talk about what happened that day in the classroom, tell them you can't, pending legal action.
You know the subject's going to come up.
Well, you got the gift of gab. Just change the subject, okay?
Excuse me, Febr, can I steal Michael for a moment here?
Okay.
Thank you. Mike, I just found out something that I think you, might want to know.
What's that?
Kevin Sheffield just came out of the closet to some of his friends.
You're kidding me. Wow. Does Jason know?
Apparently, he just found out. But I don't think it was his day.
All right, what the hell did you do to my brother?
Very paranoid. I have good reason to be. What did you say to her?
I didn't tell her that I'm her real mother, if that's what you're worried about.
Listen, Janet, get this straight. I am Amanda's mother. When she has a nightmare, she calls me. If she gets hurt, I comfort her. I'm going to be there at her college graduation, and I'm going to cry at her wedding, and I'm going to spoil her kids. My grandkids. And nobody's going to take that away from me. So if you know what's good for you, you will stay away from my little girl. And if I don't, I'll be thrown in jail.
You, better than anyone, Laurel, should know that threats bring out the worst in me.
We're not afraid of you.
Mike, why did you decide to make your Holocaust lesson personal by telling the kids you're homosexual?
History is personal. It's a living record of who we are.
So I guess to make a point about persecution, you thought it was important that they know you just happen to be gay.
At a time when I didn't think it was hazardous to admit that.
You've received death threats?
Yes, somebody launched an M80 onto my landlady's front porch and a rock through the window.
Kind of ironic, don't you think? You set out to teach the kids a lesson, and you're the one that ends up with the crash course in sexual politics.
Yeah, well, that's what really gets me about this whole thing is the irony. I mean, we are revising history as fast as we can forget it. We're doing our kids a great disservice by censoring the past. And the truth is, in the not-so-distant past, people were forced into massive graves and executed. As a gay man, I could have been one of them. You ask, could it happen today? Bosnia is a world away, but at the same time, it's in our own backyard. That's all. That's all I was trying to tell these kids.
Assistant Principal Wilson, is Michael Delaney a good teacher?
One of the best.
And why isn't he teaching?
I wish he were. But the school board voted and found that his use of non-sanctioned teaching materials was inappropriate.
You pass out condoms in the health office, but exhibits from the Holocaust Museum are inappropriate?
I don't make the rules.
Sure you do. We all do. Some are written down, some are simply understood. Everybody here knows the only reason that Michael Delaney got fired is because he's gay.
The school board feels that Mike's decision to make a point of his own sexuality was irresponsible.
If I were straight and I talked about my wife in class, ID'd myself as a card-carrying heterosexual, it would have been an entirely different story.
Oh, but that's different. Heterosexuality is normal.
Listen to me. Mrs. Nelson, when Kinsey did his survey, over 10% of the population admitted to being gay or bisexual. And that was back in the 50s when everybody liked Ike. Could you imagine if they did that survey today?
And that just proves that homosexuality is spreading like a plague. Just take the AIDS epidemic, for example. You don't think that's not a punishment from God?
Did you get her mic?
who understands human pathology knows that AIDS is not a gay disease.
It had to start someplace.
So did polio. You cannot really believe that God would just select a host and then command a virus to infect it.
Of all the plagues with which mankind are cursed, ecclesiastic tyranny is the worst.
And who are you?
May I introduce Dr. Sidney Fine, psychiatrist and professor emeritus from Pine Valley University.
Psychiatrist. That's just one step down from agnostic.
All right. It was just starting to
Dr.
point. It's
Fine.
trying tame this head shrinker is going to
In
bore
your
me to
opinion,
death.
did
Please
Michael's
do
coming
something
out
about
devalue his teaching credentials in any way?
Not if he was an effective teacher to begin with.
Hey, look, hey, you got to suspend it. We'll meet you later. Show you what a real man is like. Like you'd know.
So there's no risk of homosexuality any more than you can train the right-handed person.
We'll be right back.
Little's flying off the handle.
Can you blame her? Come on, you're obsessed with Amanda.
Why are you attacking me? I saved Jamie's life.
Oh, and I am eternally grateful, but that doesn't free you from all the other atrocities that you've committed. Now, why don't you just wake up and stop harassing Laurel and her family?
I'm not. Amanda is my family. What makes you two so pure? Let's review your crimes. Adultery, embezzlement, but all's forgiven. You can just forget about it and move on.
It's a little difficult to forget that you murdered my brother.
And I paid the price for it. I lost my little girl, the most important thing in the world to me. And where's Lily? Who would believe that a little girl would be better off in an institution than at home with her family?
How dare you?
And Crusader Cooney, you spend all your quality time running around town pointing the finger. Why aren't you with your precious little boys? Because you don't have heart. Because you're cold. And you're unforgiving, and you'd love nothing better than for me to pick up some kind of a crowbar and go on the rampage so you can defend your smug self-righteousness. Well, if that were to happen, you'd have nobody to blame but yourselves.
So much for the new and improved Janet Green. You all right?
I'm just fine. She actually got me all worked up to go fight for my brother. Let's go.
I don't believe in psychiatrists, but I do believe in God. Yes. And homosexuality is a mortal sin.
And if you parade a gay teacher in front of a class, you are putting the stamp of approval on it.
What kind of a lesson is that to teach our children, huh? No parent wants his kid to turn out queer.
My daughter is beautiful and smart. She works for our church. She sings like an angel. And I love her with my heart. Not because she's gay, but because she's my child. What difference does it make whom she loves, so long as she does love and gets loved in return?
Thank you, sir. I would now like to introduce Febr Dillon, attorney at law. Febr is representing Michael in his case against the school board. Febr is joined by his wife, Laurel, who happens to be Michael Delaney's sister.
Michael Delaney was hired to teach.
History, not sex
Yeah, put a
education.
sock in it, will you there, Enid? This is my dime. He was hired to teach. He did his job. He fulfilled his contract. Now, the Board of Ed here, they welched on theirs. That is supremely actionable.
Yes, but as his brother-in-law, you can hardly be objective.
I know the law. I also know Michael Delaney. He is a decent man. He served his country with honor. He loves his family like nobody's business, and it's nobody's business who he loves. Most important, he is an excellent teacher. He should not be losing his job on account of his private life.
How about you, Laurel? Do you support your brother in his fight to be rehired?
Oh, absolutely, all the way. I'm sorry to say my brother and I were not close growing up. We sort of found each other later on in life, and for me it was like finding a treasure that I had lost and forgotten about, and when I found him again, I realized
Come on.
how much I had and how much he means to me. My brother is a blessing in my life. And I'm very proud that he's my brother.
We have to break for a commercial. Don't go away. We've got a lot more show.
There was some testimonial.
I'm sorry it took me so long to say it.
It's all right. The race doesn't always go to the swift.
Well, who was that masked man?
Give me a break, will you?
Did very well by Michael just then. Yeah, you understand. All right, Trevor, look, I just stopped by to tell you that I need to get over to the courthouse for some unknown reason. Judge Brock has moved up in the sentence.
What? I can't be there until I wrap this thing. Look, I'll get over there as soon as I can. Wade will take over until I get there, okay?
Right. Good luck here.
Yeah, thanks.
You're doing a good thing.
Thanks.
Nice show.
Thank you.
I don't want nice. I want conflict. I want controversy.
You've got controversy. We got conflict all over the place.
What, Trevor's boring testimonial? Laurel's Hearts and Flowers gag fest?
What about you didn't know?
Exactly my point. When things start to sizzle, you bring on the deadly and dull head shrinker. I don't know what was dropping faster, the temperature or the ratings. Have you forgot the reason we're doing the show?
Educate the public.
Oh, please, give me a pledge break. We are here to entertain, and when we come back and we roll tape, I want you to go to the audience. They are the meat here. I want to see them feeding on each other. I want blood!
So far, we've heard from everyone except those most affected by Michael Delaney's dismissal, his students. So let's open up the mics and give them a chance to speak out.
I'm tired.
Well, you could lay down on the couch and take a nap. Here you go.
I don't like it here.
As soon as Mom and Dad are done, we'll leave, okay?
What's your name?
Laura Kirk.
Were you in class the day that Michael announced he's gay?
Yeah.
Or was it a big deal?
Well, I mean, I was surprised, but my idea of a big deal is Mr. D helping me bring my reading skills up to speed. He really cares. He cares enough to make a difference, and that's what counts. All these people who are just going on about him being gay, they're just full of it, because that's not what matters.
And you are?
I'm Bob Warner.
What's your take on this, Bobby? Have you had a problem knowing that your teacher's gay?
No, yeah, it's like they used to say in the old days. Different strokes for different folks.
So, live and let live.
Yeah, why not? I mean, as long as you're not hurting anyone.
Hey, why do you keep looking at your friends?
No reason.
Are you speaking for yourself? Or are they pressuring you to go along with them, to be cool, to endorse the homosexual lifestyle?
Hey, let me tell you something, mister. Nobody pressures me to do anything.
Did Michael Delaney make you stay after school for private tutorials?
Yeah, but I wasn't the only one.
How many others were there? This is exactly what every parent dreads. How many innocent children did that pervert get his hands on?
All right. Let's watch it with the name calling.
Listen, I'm the first here to admit that Bobby's grades are below average. He needed that extra help.
Sickos like Delaney want to help themselves, to our kids.
Now, wait a minute. I know I had my doubts at first, just like you, but I was raised in the old school. But the first lesson they taught us was judge not, lest ye be judged. I figured that there's room enough for all of God's
Well,
children.
I think the room is getting pretty rank when a teacher makes a pass at a student. Mr. Delaney, he came on to me. That's great. He patted my butt right after class. His little faggy hands right there.
That's ridiculous. I don't even know you. You're not even in my class.
Yeah, I know you. You and your skeevy little friend, you beat up my son on account of Mike as his uncle.
Yeah, blow it at your ear.
You're just sore because you got busted.
Yeah, Delaney asked me if I went to bars. He said he paid for special services. Yeah. He asked me if he could take pictures. Huh? Pictures!
Look, Mr. D would never act like that. He certainly wouldn't say those things. You're making him out to be some kind of sick pervert. But he's not sick. He's no more sick than I am. And I'm gay, all right? I'm gay, so go ahead. Go ahead. Crucify me, too.
How can you say that Delaney had no agenda when the proof is right here, before your eyes?
Yeah. How many other kids has he converted?
I'm no convert. I mean, nobody talked me into being gay. Mr. Delaney didn't even know until today. Nobody knew. Except me. I always knew.
Nobody's blaming you. You're young, impressionable.
You're a victim of his influence.
No,
That's right.
With all due respect, Mr. Santos, Mr. Johnson, but you don't know what you're talking about. I've been this way since I was a little kid. And I didn't want to be gay. I didn't want to admit it. I mean, I didn't want to be different. But I'm sick of hiding who I am all the time. I'm sick of playing the dumb jock who makes dumb jokes about all the girls I've scored. I mean, Mr. Santos, what is your problem with it? Why can't you just, let it go?
All right, everybody. Let's settle down.
Do you see the damage that you have caused? Are you satisfied now?
Satisfied? Satisfied? I could throw up. Do you feel the hatred in this room? Do you? Well, it didn't come from me. It came from you. And it came from you. And it came from you. Kevin probably just saved his own life right now. But there are kids all over this country who would rather die than to sit at the breakfast table and tell their parents that they're gay. Your children would rather commit suicide than face the risk that their parents might throw them out on the street. Your children!
That's right. That's right. Our children. We teach them the difference between right and wrong.
Yes.
You stay the hell away from our kids.
Before you condemn my brother, why don't you take a look at yourself?
You're the expert, Laurel.
Do you see what
Give
I
us a lecture on
I
hate.
see bigotry and intolerance and hatred.